Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. So, how was your day today?
Yeah, it was great.
Great, great. So, what do you do, by the way?
I'm a student.
I can see that. That's what. Which class are you in?
I'm in class 8.
Wow, wow, great. So, are you going to school or is it happening online?
It's happening online.
All right. Okay, great, great. So, right, it's your third session with us, right?
Yes.
Are you liking it here? Do you enjoy?
Yes, of course. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Great, great. All right. So, did you go through the document today?
Yeah, I did went through it.
Great. All right. So, today's topic is shopping, right?
Yeah.
So, should we begin with the topic?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, do you enjoy shopping?
Not really. I do sometimes enjoy shopping. Not so much, but yeah, I love shopping
Okay. So, why not so much?
because I don't know. Just I don't like to go somewhere. It can be online shopping too. I mean, I
So,
just don't.
can you say that
Yeah,
you are lazy or it's just that you're not interested?
I'm just. I'm just not interested.
All right. Okay. So, again, it also depends on the product you're buying. So,
Yeah, of
suppose,
course.
yeah. So, what is it that you're most excited about? Is it like
Mm,
dresses or, shoes or accessories or, some electronics or what excites you the most when it comes to
yeah,
shopping?
books. I very much enjoy books. So
Wow,
when
great,
I buy
great.
books, it excites me a lot. Dresses too.
Hmm.
When any
And
occasion comes, when I'm going to buy any dress, then it excites me a lot.
great, that's amazing. So, which since you are a reader, right?
Yeah.
So, so which book are you currently reading? Any book you're reading right
Yes.
now?
I'm reading a detective novel by Agatha Christie. It's known as Murder on the Orient Express.
All right. Okay. Okay. I have one here. Okay. It's in the other room. Yeah. Even I have a book from by Agatha Christie. I have to read that. Great. So you
Oh,
like detective novels?
yeah, I love detective novels.
Great. So what's your favorite book?
I don't really have any favorite book. The book that I'm reading right now is really cool, but I used to read a funny series some years ago. It was known as The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
fun,
I remember that.
so I love it a lot.
Great. Great. So are you a Harry Potter fan?
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
Percy Jackson?
Mm,
Yeah, those are the typical books that are there in
typical
every
books, yeah.
reader's list. Yes, that's amazing. So I'm not much of a reader, I would say, but I have my sister here who's in class 7. Okay,
Oh,
and she loves reading. She reads a lot of books, and yeah, these are all are there in her list, which is why I know.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I was asking. Anyways, so talking about shopping. Mm, so, like, do you buy books yourself? Like, do you like
No, my
choose an
parents
author
buy the
or?
books for me. I choose it. My parents
Hmm.
say, "Do you want a book?" Then I choose it, and then they buy it for me.
Exactly, exactly. So, but then you usually buy books online, right?
Yeah,
So, which site do you use?
I usually use Amazon. Flipkart is.
Hmm.
I also use Flipkart, but I use Amazon more often.
Great, great. All right. So, okay. So these questions are, I feel like for grown-ups, I would say a little. But anyway, so do you know what bargaining is?
Yeah, to reduce the amount that is usually being asked by I
Yes.
mean, the
So
person
have
who.
you seen your parents or maybe your mother bargaining?
Yeah, I have seen.
So what do you think about the concept? or the whole idea of bargaining?
Sometimes bargaining is nice because the shopkeeper sometimes asks for too much, but
Hmm.
yeah, sometimes from the shopkeepers that sell in the street side, we should not bargain more often because they also have their lives. But yeah,
Exactly.
bargaining is okay. It's good.
Have you ever tried bargaining? Ever had the chance
No,
to?
I have never.
Would you bargain if given a chance?
Yeah, I would, but I don't know how to.
Right, right. It's like you'll only know once you actually do it, right? And it
Yeah,
also depends on a lot of things. Like you said, if it's a very poor person where you can see, then it doesn't make sense bargaining, right?
yeah,
But at the same time, if you feel like, okay, that person is actually saying a very, expensive amount or something, then yes, you should. All right. So why do you think people bargain? And why do they keep such high amounts?
they
What do you
keep
think?
those high amounts for their profits. You know, they do have profit, but they want to do more profit, so they keep a high amount. And people bargain because they don't want to waste money.
Exactly. So you know how it works. So it's usually in these markets and all, right? That the
Yeah,
stall ones, like you can't bargain in a mall, right? So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
usually on the stalls and all. So I feel like there is this psychology, and when a customer walks in, the shopkeeper knows whether this person is going to bargain or not. So when they know that they're going to bargain accordingly, so supposing that product might be of some 800 rupees, but then he says it's 1,000, and then the customer starts that, no, give it to me for 500, and then they negotiate and come down to 700. So somewhere, that is, even he knows that I will anyway have to negotiate. So then he starts with a high amount and then bring it down. So yeah, that's that. And similarly, if there's a customer who might not bargain, so then they might just say the normal price. So
Yeah.
that's how it works, is what I feel. But anyway, um do you have anything in mind to buy next?
No, I don't have because I have a occasion, means one of my aunt's wedding
An
coming.
occasion?
An occasion, yeah, sorry. One of my aunt's wedding coming. So I have bought all my dresses and all the accessories and all. So right now
Wow,
I
you
have
must be
nothing to buy.
excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm super excited.
Where is the wedding happening?
It's happening in my mother's house, and I mean because it's my mother's sister.
So okay, no. So where do you live? Where are you
I
from?
live in West Bengal.
West Bengal. And the wedding is also like nearby
Also in
only.
West Bengal, means
Oh,
it is 3 hours. Three
haha,
hours.
but still, all right. Yeah, great. So actually, I attended a wedding last month, and I live in Patna, okay, in Bihar, and my relatives all live in Kerala because I'm from Kerala. So I had to go to Kerala to attend this wedding. So it was a trip come wedding sort of a thing.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. Yeah. All right. So okay, what else? Um, what is the last thing that you bought for yourself? So I
The
guess
last thing was an accessory that I bought to match with my one of my dresses, a necklace.
so. So okay. So what was? Is it like metallic or what is it?
It's made up of stone, you know.
Great, great. So what all dresses are you wearing? Can you tell me? I'm excited.
uh, Both of them are kind of like gowns. First one is a gown. It is a velvet gown, maroon color with some golden designs in it. And then I have bought another one. It's kind of like a frock. It's green. So these two
Great.
are the main dresses. Others some dresses I have bought.
All right, great. So and what about shoes? What about sandals?
I have a new shoe. I mean, I just bought it 3 months ago, so I'm not going to buy any new shoe right now.
All right, great, great. Yeah. So okay. So tell me about your friends in school.
Well, now school is totally off. I mean, online classes are going on, but we do not contact with our friends so often. Well, I do have three three are my best friends. I do have other friends, but three of them are very close friends. So
Mhm.
yeah, I visit them when they have birthday parties or I have birthday party. So this is when we see each other. Otherwise, we are not seeing each other quite often.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with the pandemic, it's all went.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So since when are you guys friends?
we are friends from 4 years old.
Wow, great. So class four, I would say.
Class was we read in nursery.
So then how 4 years? You're in class eight, right?
Yeah, I'm right now 14 years old.
Okay. Right. No, no. So I
And
was curious, when did you guys become friends? So you said in
yeah, we
nursery.
became friends in 4 years
Okay,
when we
okay.
were 4 years.
When you were 4 years old.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's a quite long friendship, right?
yeah.
Great, great. All right. Okay, so whom do you usually go shopping with?
Usually I go shopping with my mother
Hmm.
because
Great.
she understands, and we have kind of same choice.
Hmm. So what happens when you go out with your father?
Well, my my father also has nice dressing sense, and he does buys me many good stuff. But when it comes to dress, I usually go with my mother.
You prefer her, right?
Yeah.
Great, great. Okay. Um, what else? So, all right. I think we don't have much to discuss about this topic. So you can tell me about books since that is your department, right?
Yeah.
So since you say, how far are you done with this Agatha Christie book?
Well, I have completed more than half of it.
All right. So you are yet to reach the climax,
Yeah.
right? How long do you take to finish a book?
Well, it depends how much I'm reading because right now I usually study more. During the pandemic, I
Hmm.
am usually studying more my science, maths, etc. So I don't read the books quite often. So I usually take 2 weeks like that.
All right. Great. Great. So when did you start this book? Around.
I think 10th.
Hmm. Right. So it's 16, and you're more than halfway through. So that's good. So can you tell me the story so far? What is it exactly?
Well, it actually it is actually based upon the train Orient Express that goes through Paris. There a murder takes place over the in a night. A murder takes place, and the murderer has stabbed the victim at least a dozen times. So, who is the murderer? And then there is a famous detective known as Hercule Poirot. Yeah, so it's based upon the book that he also goes to the train and he's told to solve this crime. Who murdered the victim? So that's right now I'm reading like all the evidences of all the people that are on the train.
Different prospects. Okay, he could be the one, she could be the one,
Yeah,
different ones, and later on it turns
reading
out
that
to be somebody you didn't
reading that book,
expect at
I
all.
feel confused so much. Like sometimes I feel he is supposed to be the criminal. Then no, she's the one. It happens like that.
Exactly. Anyway, let's see who's the final culprit. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Tell me about your ambition. What do you plan to become when you grow up?
Oh, well, I'd love to go in the stream of science, maybe into research line or maybe medical line. I'm not sure, but I will go in the any stream of science right now.
So in science also we have PCM and PCB, right? Like physics,
Yeah.
chemistry, maths, and bio. So bio, right?
Yeah,
PCB.
I will take bio.
So you like science?
Yeah. Science is
Great.
my favorite subject.
Wow. That's amazing. So we have chemistry, bio, and physics within
Physics.
science. So which one is your favorite out of that?
Biology.
Biology. And why do you like it?
Because because there are not so many maths over there. I am I feel really confused when it comes to math. That's why I love biology, and I love to study about plants and animals and all that.
Great, great. Right. And that's nice. And what about chemistry?
Chemistry also has maths, but not like physics. I love chemistry sometimes when it comes to those reactions and all. I do
Hmm.
love chemistry sometimes. Physics is a bit tough.
That's like a very general thing everybody
Yeah,
says.
everybody says
Even
this.
science, they don't like science just because of physics, right?
Physics, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, do you have siblings?
No, I'm single. I'm a single child.
Right, right, right. I mean, I assumed that, okay, so I guess you are the second or the third student that I'm talking to, like who's from school. Otherwise, we usually
Yeah,
mostly have, college people or working
yeah,
people who
yeah.
join here, right? So they usually come here so that they, get to interact with people because they are at home. So what about you? Do you feel lonely? Do you get
Yeah,
bored
I
at
do
home?
feel lonely, especially during this pandemic. I can't
Because
talk to anybody. It's so lonely over here.
I get it. I get it. So, how did you overcome it? What all did you do so that you could overcome your loneliness?
Well, one thing that I started was I did a lot of crafts during this pandemic, like making things and all. It really helped me because sometimes doing crafts really freshens my mood.
Yes, it's de-stressing. That
Yeah.
is true. And yeah, so Clapingo was whose idea? Your parents' idea?
Yeah, my father's idea.
Great, great. So how did he get to know about it?
Well, we saw some videos on YouTube about this app. So my father said, if you want to do, because I was not practicing English for a long time because of this
Mm.
pandemic. So I needed to practice English. So my father said, why not practice over here?
Yeah,
That's why he
it's a
took this.
nice platform. You get to talk to so many people, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice. What else? So, do you have anything to talk about, or do you want to ask me anything?
No, it's okay.
All right. Do you play games?
No, I'm really bad at games and video games. I never play. I never play video games.
Right, right. So, not even any sport, like when the
No,
school.
I love to play Carrom because one time I was also first in Carrom competition in my school, but
Wow.
otherwise other games I'm not so good at them, especially
Mm-hmm.
running games and all. I am the loser at it.
I get it. No, that's okay. Like, not everybody can be good in everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think are your talents?
Well, I can sing well. I can dance well a little bit. Even artists like dance a little bit, and I study well.
Great, great. So, like singing and dancing. So, have you ever been taught how to, or do you
Yes,
think it's
I I used to learn singing from when I was 3 years old.
okay?
Yeah, so I know a lot of singing and
Still,
dancing too. I also
so
started.
you are still learning. You're still learning singing.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
So that's how many years? Oh my God. So, do you also give the exams that is there like
Yeah,
after every
I
year?
used to give the exams, but my mother said that, you know, I was just not learning singing just for the exam. I was learning singing just for fun. So after 2 or 3 years, my mother canceled the exam, so I just learned singing. I don't give the exams.
Yeah, but that certificate later on might help you music quota and all of that. So like not
Yeah,
right now, but later on, because I guess the fifth year exam or something you can give on fifth or sixth year you can give only after your class 10. So even if you've
yeah,
done all the years right now, you will anyway have to wait. So once in a while, maybe once in 2 or 3 years, if you keep giving these exams, then so the exams that you've given, you have those certificates, right?
yeah, yeah. I do have.
So the next time, if you wish to appear, you'll just have to give the exam of the next year, right?
Yeah.
You won't have to give those exams again.
No,
So,
no.
in the long run, maybe I feel like it would be good because
I
certificates are
have
never bad.
certificates till second year. So third,
Yeah,
fourth, it can be done.
I guess third in fourth year you get a proper degree or something in music. That's what I've heard. Even I actually
Yeah.
even I like singing, and even I was
Okay.
going for my singing classes. So I began going for these classes after class 10. So I went for 2 years. I gave my second year exam, and after that, this pandemic and all came in. Then I not wanted to do it online, and then later it got offline. But then again, I was busy with my online classes and all, so I couldn't like really resume back. But then I have the 2 year certificate, so it's actually good. So you should also like I would maybe say later on, like not right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
but later on it should be good.
And right now in this pandemic, I'm not learning anything. I'm totally isolated in my home.
How often do you go out?
I go out when I need to buy something, otherwise, no. Like I went out, I think, like 2 days ago for buying a stuff, and I don't go out really often. When the lockdown started at first, I didn't go out at all for 3 months.
Mm-hmm. We all were in the same condition. But what about before lockdown? How was it? Like you used to go down to play with your friends and all of that?
I don't usually go out to play with my friends, but yeah, I do go out. I had to go out every day for school. That's
Yeah.
the
So,
thing.
like, do you usually, go out or go places with your family? Or,
Yeah, yeah, I do.
yeah. Because right now, obviously, you are like small, so you can't really travel alone. But
Yeah.
yeah. Because see, why I'm saying this is, so I'm in college right now, okay? So I would say I'm quite big, but my parents still think that I can't go alone, so they literally drop me at places, they pick me up. So maybe because I'm not yet gone to college because it's all online, so they still have that school feels around me. So they still think that okay, what if something happens, so I will only drop you or pick you or something. So that is there. Okay, and what are your hobbies?
Well, my hobby is traveling, of course. I love going, visiting many places.
Hmm.
Singing, singing is one of my hobbies, and reading books.
Great, great. So, talking about traveling, where all have you been to, like in India?
Well, in India, I have went to. I'm right now in West Bengal, so I've went to many places in West Bengal, and I've went to the South India. I've
I have
visited like
gone to. Okay,
I
I
have
guess I
gone
have
to.
gone to. Yeah.
I have gone to South India like Hyderabad, Kerala, then Tamil Nadu, and then Mumbai, Goa, Jammu and Kashmir.
Great. Wow, you've been to quite a few places. So, like, was that all in one trip, or different places at different times?
Different places at different time, but the South India trip we visited one time only. My
Okay,
it means
okay.
it was a one trip.
Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Bangalore, like all of those places
Yeah,
in
yeah,
and Goa too, or
yeah.
Goa
Goa
was
too.
all right. So, how long was that trip? How
It
many
was
days?
very long, like 1 week, 2 weeks, something.
Okay. All right. So, which place did you like the most out of all of those?
I loved Goa because I love sea beaches, and Goa was really cool.
Obviously, Goa is the dream destination for holidays for so
Yeah.
many people, right? So yes, like I said, I'm from Kerala. So I don't think Kerala is a one day visit place because it is
No, we
long,
stayed
right?
there for a long time, like 4 days. And we also
Hmm.
did houseboat over there, so it was a really nice
So
experience.
that's what, in Kerala, we have all of it. We have houseboat also, we have hill stations also, we have beach sides also.
Yeah.
That's all there. Just that you need to travel for some hours to
Hmm.
get to these places. So that is what. All right. What else? So, is there any dream college that you somewhere admire as of now?
Well, yeah, because if I go in the medical line, then my dream college is AIMS Delhi. It's of
Perfect.
course everyone's
Yes.
dream college, anyone in the medical stream.
Hmm.
So yeah, but for that you need to rank 50
I know.
or
Yeah,
less.
yeah. It's at the top. So that is there.
Yeah.
Great, great. All right. So, Do you want to live in India once you settle, or do you want to go abroad?
It depends on what I'm doing. If I can live in India peacefully, then of course I'm staying in India. But
Hmm.
I can go abroad too. I don't have any problem. If I get a chance, then I will surely go abroad.
Okay. And talking of abroad, is there any place like, with terms of traveling, in terms of traveling, is there any, place that you really wish to go to? Some place abroad?
Um, I wish in terms of traveling, not settling.
No, no, traveling,
Um,
yeah.
I would love to go to Greece, I guess, because Greece has really nice sea beaches and all. And I would also love to go to America. That's
Hmm.
true.
Right. Greece, maybe. I don't know. I was reminded of this Greek mythology and all, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that why I could sense it? So yes. Who's your favorite god in Greek mythology?
In Greek mythology, I don't know. Um, maybe Athena. Athena, maybe.
Why Athena?
Because she's a goddess of wisdom, and I really like people who are intelligent and all.
Hmm. Makes sense. Right. We also have Aphrodite and
Aphrodite, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Right. All right then. Time is up. Anything you want to ask me?
No, yeah, everything is clear.
All right. Great, great. So it was lovely talking to you. I really enjoyed.
So,
And yeah, I'm so sorry, like these topics are not very, of your level, I would say, but that's okay. We could just, divert and
yeah,
talk about
sure.
other stuff. So yeah, it was great talking to you, and have a good day ahead. All
Yeah,
right.
you too.
Thank you. Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Good night. Bye.